Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our post-game recap following an excellent thriller game between the Palmetto Panthers and the Homestead Broncos. I'll be honest, when we came out before this game started, Jaime, I noticed certain things very quickly. Palmetto's always historically been known for their quick perimeter talent, right? But Homestead was big. They were big in the trenches. They had the big boys on offense and on the defensive line. I thought that would decide this game because it did in last year's matchup where Palmetto, like we saw in our pregame research, they only were able to rush for 27 yards compared to the Homestead Broncos throwing for 300 plus yards, running for 170 plus. They were absolutely dominant in the box score, but they still weren't able to win the game because of penalties. This game, I thought it would happen similarly. Jaime, what stood out to you? What was the deciding factor in this game?
Well, to be fully transparent with you, you mentioned size and the Homestead Broncos. The first thing that jumps out to me was obviously Malachi Lewis, right? 6'4", had a rocket arm. So when the game just started, I'm over here looking at that and I see, whoa, like that's a little bit imposing, and then you look at Andre Bailey, right? Shorter frame, shorter stature, but boy, oh boy, did he have that heart. Did he have that heart? And we saw that today on the field. We saw that especially in the second half. Not only his heart, but his legs. His legs led the way, and the very minimal mistakes on the offense's part for the Panthers. And I mean, wow, what a game.
I think in the second half, you put it perfectly. What was able to win this game for the Palmetto Panthers, who did not have the lead throughout the entirety of the first half, and dare I say the third quarter, was the fourth quarter when they were finally able to establish the running game. Not only with Andre Bailey, who is willing to use his legs, not just to roll out and to maybe try and throw something downfield, but to use his legs, his own feet to try and pick up first downs. That to me was the deciding factor where his team saw, hey, our quarterback is willing to put his legs and his body on the line to get this win. And that's when you started seeing guys like Ethan able to run the ball effectively. And at that point, whoever runs the ball is probably going to pick up momentum. Not only that, they're also going to drain time of possession. That's what won them this game last year. It's what wins them this game this year. So impressive for Palmetto. I'm going to be calling their game next Thursday at Traz Powell when they take on Booker T. Washington. I cannot wait. This Palmetto Panthers team is going to be something special this year. Just like their head coach told us, it's built on culture.
100%. And it really makes you think what this season has to offer for the Panthers, with obviously Ethan Lopez getting in the end zone right there, running with grit and grind. And then you have Andre Bailey. He has a win under his belt, the first with the Panthers. We talked to him a moment ago. He's ready. He looked ready. He sounded ready. He was very confident in himself, and obviously with the support of his coaches and teammates. I mean, it looks like the sky is the limit for Andre Bailey. Obviously, I do want to touch on the defense. The defense, they cannot go unrecognized. That is a huge reason why the Panthers walked away with a victory this evening. And also, of course, Andre Bailey needs to get his flowers, the defense, and Ethan Lopez, obviously head coach Mike Monasco, but Cameron Sapp. We spoke to Cameron Sapp a moment ago, and he mentioned that fumble at the start of the game, not even 1 minute in. It was the first game, the first kickoff here for this season. And Cameron Sapp fumbled the ball that led to a touchdown for the Broncos. He comes back second half with a touchdown, and Mike Monasco, head coach for the Panthers, said, we knew that was a touchdown. We knew that was going to him. So shout out to Cameron Sapp and Andre Bailey and Ethan Lopez for everything they did on the offensive side.
For my partner Jaime Lopez on tonight's call and myself, Benjamin Cure, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you'll tune in for our next broadcast. Until then, we'll see you next time.